So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the real story behind my money journey, from earning 7 figures in banking to almost losing everything, to losing almost everything. Ready? So if you're making money but you still feel broke, if you've ever looked at your bank account and you thought, how is there nothing left? Or maybe you've just moved to a new country like me and you're starting all over again financially, you're not alone. I have been there, and I have been there more than once. Trust me, I have been broke. When I mean broke, I've been broke several times in my life. Yeah, yeah, I said it out loud. Yes. Now I'm learning how to rebuild from inside out. As we progress on the channel, you'll really understand what I mean by rebuilding from inside out. It's not about just saving money or budgeting and all that. We're fixing the problem from inside. And more importantly, I'll be sharing with you what I wish someone had told me about money beyond budgeting and credit scores and all that sweet stuff. Because when it comes to financial freedom, it's not just numbers, it's a mindset shift. So I started this channel a while ago, actually, and stopped because settling down in Canada took a lot from me. And now I think I'm settled enough to continue this journey of YouTube. So for those of you who've been with me for a while, I'm sorry I left you hanging, but we're here and we're here for real. So back to my story. So I grew up in Nigeria, and I grew up like a lot of Nigerian kids. I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth, but I never lacked. My parents were comfortable, hardworking 9-to-5 professionals. They gave us everything that we needed, basically. And that was my first money lesson in life. So I learned that you had to get a job, you had to work hard and earn money, and then take care of your people, your immediate family, your extended family. That's where I learned it from. By the age of 13, my parents started instilling in me a work ethic, right? I was going to my father's office to work with him during the long summer breaks, or the long, what we call the third term holidays in Nigeria. And I would go there and work in his office, just do errand girl, go buy us stuff, print this, take this there, file this away and stuff like that. But fast forward 10 years after that, I was in banking. I was earning 7 figures in Nigeria, that's in Naira. And I was managing large portfolios, helping clients grow their wealth. The problem was that at the time, I didn't see myself in that picture. I didn't know I could build wealth too. So if you grew up in Nigeria if you're a millennial anyway, you know wealthy people, but you just know somebody's rich. Is that person's rich? They attend the same church with you. Maybe you live around the same neighborhood, or something just connects you, or just that rich uncle in your family. You know they're rich, but you're not sure what they do for a living and all that. And a lot of us weren't curious enough to ask. So they were just rich. We didn't know how to become rich. Right. So even when I was working with these guys who had money and were growing their portfolios, I didn't see myself in that picture. I had a good job, so I was okay with this good job. So one day I couldn't log onto my work system, and if you know Nigerian banking world at the time, you know that it usually means one thing. And because a lot of people were being fired around that time, banks were merging and all that. So when I couldn't log onto my system that day, I thought I'd lost my job. I remember calling a very close friend of mine at the time, and I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on. I think I lost my job. And I didn't lose my job, but in the haze and the fear of, did I lose my job, that I checked my account and I saw that I had only 30,000 Naira. 30,000 Naira was 25% of what I was earning every month at the time. I was like, so if I lost my job, I'd have had 30,000. That means I couldn't even cover 1 month of my expenses. Well, that was my first financial wake-up call, but it was not the last. Fast forward a year or two afterwards, I got married. And with marriage came financial rules and regulations. I will talk about that later. We had these financial rules, we had goals, and I tell you, we met them, but I didn't fully understand. I followed the rules, but I didn't own it. And once in a while, I'll fall off the wagon because there was no deep understanding. Eventually, I found myself again, this time at rock bottom. I was moving to a new country with barely $2,000 to my name. And that was the breakdown that led to my breakthrough. I realized that I knew how to make money, but I didn't know how to keep it. I realized that I could help other people build wealth, but I never built mine. If you're my friend, if you're close to me as a person, you'll know that all the time I'll talk about money one way or the other. And if you follow me on Instagram where I talk about mortgages, you'll know that I like to talk about personal finance. It's because it's a topic that is near and dear to my heart. So you know what I did after I hit rock bottom? I changed everything slowly, deliberately, and now I have rebuilt. I'm not rich, but I've rebuilt not just my finances, but my mindset and systems. And that is what this channel is all about. So if you've ever felt like your money story is messy, if you've ever made mistakes, and if you're ready for a new chapter, or you just want clarity and tools and encouragement from someone who gets it, you're in the right place. I want you to hit subscribe and stick around. We're rewriting your money story. Welcome.